At Hopkins in the PICU, we had the same problem. The problem we had that we thought was bad 5 or 6 years ago was nursing turnover, and the issue was we were training a boatload of new nurses for a couple of years, only to lose them. And the number we came up with was about $500,000 per nurse that we trained. And so we put this virtual nursing unit, or virtual nursing room basically, and it's a single room inside our 40-bed ICU, and built a business model around trying to improve or reduce nursing turnover. But we also, at the time, the contract for the use of nitric oxide, an expensive therapy, was really rather exorbitant, and we assumed that if we could monitor that in a central location, we could reduce costs. And of course, in Plan A, nothing worked the way it was supposed to. What we've learned is, as Terry said, with the senior nurses that we have staff this space, we call it, are providing an extraordinary amount of support for the junior nurses. But the other thing that we've done is we've had them doing documentation during busy times in a patient room. Obviously, if you're doing CPR, documentation isn't the highest thing on your mind, and that happens at the base. But even during admissions, the nurse and handoffs, particularly from the OR, the base nurse will do a lot of the documentation. So we were able to convince leadership that it was a very worthwhile initiative. We had the budget built to the 5.3 FTEs that it takes to staff a unit like this, to staff a position like this.